Hi, my name is Louisa and I am a fourth year final year student majoring in graphic communication in School of the Arts USM. My final year project topic is social awareness campaign on body image acceptance, hashtag I am Chun enough. Before I start, I would like to ask every one of you, have you ever felt inferior, small, or insecure about your body image? Insecure about how you feel, insecure about how you look, and to what extent have you damaged yourself because of having the thin idealistic belief about your body image? We have failed to realize that everyone is built differently, yet so beautiful in their respective ways. So here is my final year project, hashtag I am Chun enough. So for my objective of hashtag I am Chun enough, it is basically to advocate and create awareness on body image among young adults through effective communication tools. And the second one is basically to allow young adults to learn and gain acceptance of oneself about their body image positivity through visual communication tools. So the design problem is basically the lack of design communication tools for young adults to learn and gain acceptance about their body image positivity. And the second one is previous campaign tools were not sufficient enough to advocate body positivity and self-esteem. So what is hashtag I'm Chun enough? Hashtag I'm Chun enough, the word Chun itself means perfect, which means it is basically a usage of Malaysian or Penang slang where only we are able to understand the word Chun. So it is actually referring to something that is aesthetically pleasing, or when it used in a sentence, it will be, wow, this girl is damn pretty, she is so Chun. So this is basically how the title was developed of how everyone is beautiful in their own way. So when it comes to visual communication, illustrations were used which consist of Malaysians with different ethnicities in various body shapes. So with this, it is illustrated using different thick bold lines, and there are in total of 24 different characters of each illustration. So each illustration have their own meaning, have their own body shape, have their own various different types of characters that you can see in the illustration itself. And it has various races, which is consists of Malaysian races as well. So the logo design, the first one was basically how it was developed. So this is actually the final logo design of hashtag I am Chun enough. It is basically consists of various elements which represent different part and meaning combined into one simple logo. So it consists of the word C, which represents Chun, the heart shape, which represents that everyone is beautiful in their own way and should be accepted, and the I at the top, which represents a person, which are us. So the design rationale for this is basically the combination of the logo of how each of us and our bodies are unique and different, and everyone is worthy of love, instead of having low self-acceptance, having a low self-confidence about our body image. So in this way, this awareness campaign is for us to inspire young women to boost their self-esteem and be confident in their own body image. So the color palette used are basically pink, blue, and black. And the slogan that will be used are very slang of using different Malaysian slangs. For example, walao, so chun, your body is chun. With this approach, this is how the campaign approaches when it comes to understanding the language of how we Malaysians speak. So in this, it is a vibrant approach of how the campaign uses quirky and empowering tone of voice in order to convey this message of body image acceptance. So the hashtag used is basically of how we can reach target audience faster. In this, it is able to gain acceptance regarding body positivity and spread out to one another about it in social media. So my first design item is basically a self-love kit. What is a self-love kit? A self-love kit basically consists of 5 different items inside, which is a calendar, an affirmation card, a notebook, sticker, and illustrated book. So the self-love kit box is basically initiating love, which means that there are 5 different items which encourages and empowers women to celebrate their bodies. So with this, they are consist of different design items using the illustrations, using the slogans in order to convey the message and portray the culture of Malaysia itself by using catchphrases to portray body positivity acceptance. So my first one is basically a calendar which consists of 12 different designs of the calendar and using the 12 different ethnicities and body shapes to convey the message. So this calendar is basically following the Malaysian calendar of Kuta calendar, which allows the target audience to know about their festivities and holidays according to the calendar itself. So this is actually the front and the back page of the calendar, and the calendar consists of 12 different months and 12 different designs of the illustrations itself. So these are actually all the examples, and with this using of catchphrases and using the tagline of sexy in all body sizes, for different months, all bodies are beautiful. All of these are used in different months in order to make them embrace about their body image. The last one will be, don't worry, be sassy and amazing. That is also part of the theme itself. So it is basically a calendar which embraces, at the same time, you will know the holidays and festivities in Malaysia. So these are actually the stickers of how it can be used in the calendar itself. So the second one is basically an affirmation cards. It is actually a thoughtful cards which consists of 32 different words of encouragement, positive thinking, and confidence. With this, they are able to carry it anywhere in women's bag in order to be more confident and remind themselves to always feel accepted in whatever body size that they are. So these are actually all the examples of how the 32 cards design look like, and they consist of the illustrations as well, and also positive words to encourage women to always embrace their bodies. So the third one is basically a notebook. The notebook is designed in such a way that it shows consistency when it comes to the items itself. And with this, it is actually a notebook that is an emotional book page where it consists of how they feel today or how they are on that particular day. With this, it is a self-reflection of how they can go through it throughout the year or the month. So the next one is basically Gifs and Animation. The GIFs are basically used of how we women always criticize our body. For example, I hate my body, I feel fat. All these kind of words that are being used in order for them to portray when it comes to social media. This is how GIFs are used in this campaign. So the next one is basically animation. There are 3 different types of animation used. The animations are basically used on how we women always tend to worry about what other people think, or how social media or the outside world always want us to be. So there are 3 different types of animation. Each have their own story, each have how we feel every day as women, and we should always be positive and embrace our body itself. So the next one are posters. The posters are basically, there are 6 different posters which are using striking colors and using the retro effect, and to use Malaysian slang to embrace the Malaysian culture. So with this, it is to advocate body positivity and self-acceptance. So these are basically the 6 posters that are used in this campaign. So the next one is an illustrated book of how they can think about and reflect of how they feel every single day. So it is a reminder book basically to help them to speak about their inner voice, about their body image regarding this. And with this, it shows how they can love themselves, how do they feel enough, how are they able to love their body, be it what people say. So these are the illustrated book mock-up. And the tote bag. The tote bag is designed in such a way that it will encourage and embrace positivity when they use them, so that it will be able to let it out to all women out there as well. So the phone application is basically a phone app, a very simple phone app where they can download into their phone and select how their mood are on that particular day. They will be able to fill in their affirmations of how they can also keep track on their affirmations and how they feel on that particular day. With this, they are able to reflect as they go back to the phone app, and they can use it as on a normal daily basis. So this is actually the mock-up of the phone application of how it will look like. It is actually a self-reflection of how they will be able to build confidence as they reflect on their body image, on how they feel about their body image. So this is the last phone application, and that's all from me. Thank you. Before I end, I would like to thank all my lecturers and my supervisor, Dr. Jeannie, for guiding me into this process. And I thank my family members and friends who have supported me all the way. Thank you and God bless.